That's right. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I'll call this Monday because I don't know what day it is, and that's okay. We got some ground to cover, and I want to answer your questions. Let's talk quick about the Max Holloway, Brian Ortega beatdown. My God, what tough dudes. Much respect to both of these athletes, but holy shit. They say weight cutting is the most dangerous part about mixed martial arts. Ha! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you see what happened in that fight, and most fights for that matter? You talk about the continuous concussive blows being delivered by one athlete to the other's skull for 15, 20 minutes. We'll reconsider what's actually dangerous and not dangerous. So I always laugh when I hear the bureaucrats and the journalists talk about how dangerous weight cutting is. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's not nearly as dangerous as having a metaphorical fucking baseball bat swung at an athlete's head for 25 minutes. That's dangerous, guys. That's dangerous. Mildly reducing total water intake and borderline calorie deficit in order to squeeze down an extra 4% of body mass, if done properly, is not dangerous at all. Fighting is always dangerous. So let's just make that clear. Brandon pops on and says, Uncle Joey was great. It was an honor and a pleasure to go out with my brother, Mr. Joey Diaz. And I was at the on the Church of What's Happening Now, Tuesday, December 11th episode. Everybody should be following at Mad Flavor and Mad Flavor's World and the Church of What's Happening Now. I think we had a great podcast. We went about 90 minutes, and man, it felt like it was only 10. Lots of stuff I wanted to get into and cover on that show. But, just Joey's running his thing, man, and he's so good. You get lulled into just sitting back and watching this man in action. The artistry of his craft of being a comedian and an entertainer. It's insane how good he is at it. So it was always a pleasure to be on, and I think we covered a lot of ground when it comes to health and fitness. If you guys haven't listened, go back and listen, because I break down a lot of the problems with fat loss, with exclusionary fad diets, with weight cutting specifically inside the sport of mixed martial arts, and what my team does that really differentiates us and our results, our success from everybody else. So make sure you all go out and check that. The Stars of Death. Didn't have any Stars of Death, thank God, because I don't know if I would have been able to come back and report today. So I did Joey's show at, 8 p.m. or so. We recorded. We got out of there about 10:30, and I was up at 4 a.m. on a flight, flying back to the East Coast, because my life is like that, right? Planes, trains, and automobiles a lot of times. And even I flew in to see Joey. I landed at about 4:30 p.m. Burbank Airport. Boom, picked up my car, got to my hotel room, checked in, shit, shower, shaved, hopped out there, saw Joey, banged out his thing to the hotel room, quick little, had my food with me, quick little meal, straight to bed, gear packed, bags packed, right? So I wake up, alarm clock goes off at 4:07 a.m. and I was awake at 4:02. How about that? I always wake up before my alarm. Awake, boom, in the car, down to LAX, on LAX, first class, mind you. I got to tell you, when you're flying cross country, I'm spoiled now. Let's talk about that for a second. I am spoiled in that it's very difficult for me to fly coach anymore. Not because I'm better than coach, but simply because I've had first class. And it's so right. The Seinfeld episode from Jerry's talking to Elaine. Once you've flown first class, baby, it is impossible to go back and be stuck. Plus, I'm not a small guy. I don't know how does this shirt make me look fat? I'm a decent sized guy. I'm 210 or so on average, and I'm fucking wide across the shoulders, wide across the thighs. And I don't like to be sat there pinched in. Very difficult. And I know you guys have a problem with it at the same time. But when I travel, especially when I cross-country travel, I go business class, I go first class. You got to. If it's not worth the business class ticket, is it worth the trip out there in the first place? I always ask myself that. If it's not worth the cost of the ticket, why the fuck am I even going? And usually I get whoever's bringing me out there to pay for it, because that's part of the deal. You want me, you got to fly me like a pro. And I love it. Now, I do like Southwest, and I will fly Southwest. I'll fly Southwest Business Select. Not that it's any different seat. The seat is exactly the same, but what makes it so nice is you get on, you're one of the first 10 people on the flight. And depending on where we're landing, I can choose my seat rather well. I'm Southwest A+ preferred, I think that is. So I get all sorts of special treatment there. So anyway, it's nice to know when you wake up at 4 a.m. that, and I flew United to Newark. And it was a big, you get one of those first class pods, right? You sit in your little pod and you have everything there. It's like you're getting into a space capsule. Like I'm going to go into a hibernation, a cyber sleep. You get everything, and it's the full recline chair. So it goes down into a straight on bed if you want to. So that was super cozy. That was worth the cost. It was worth the cost. Answer a couple more questions here. Gregory says, is your oats and berry smoothie good for post-workout? Absolutely it is. It's awesome. Stars of Death. Elijah Holmes, I tried your breakfast for the first time and it was amazing. Can I have it for every meal? I wouldn't be mad if you did. I would suggest not. Let's get a little bit of diversity in there. It doesn't have to be every meal. And your spinach pasta, when I make the sauce, does thicken at all. Doesn't thicken or does thicken? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Dante, yo, Mike, how do I get a mix of strength and hypertrophy with a workout? High reps one day, low reps another day. I did a video on the YouTube channel. Go back and check out the videos. I got like a big old silhouette of Dorian Yates behind me. Watch that 3-part series and then come on back. Amin. Hey, Mike, love Joey's show yesterday. That Weight Watcher system seems fucked up. What are your thoughts on their system? It's fucked up. And I had to bite my lip talking to Joey because I didn't want to take the wind out of his sails, but he knew what I was getting at. You can't, Weight Watchers. Come on, Weight Watchers. Oprah, really, Oprah? Unlimited bananas? I can have unlimited bananas on Weight Watchers. I can have unlimited steak and chicken and fish on Weight Watchers. What are you teaching people? You're not teaching people anything, Weight Watchers. You're stealing their money. Oprah, I'm talking to you, Oprah. You know it's not true, unfortunately. What are you doing to these poor people? Points. I get points, and each point has some sort of valuation. This food is 2 points, that's 6 points, this is whatever points. These foods are no points, and that's what's crazy. So you're not accounting for those calories? Do you know how much sugar is in the banana? Now, I like bananas, but a guy my size, I have a third of a banana. I don't eat a full banana unless it's like a post-workout and then I'll eat an extra ripe banana, maybe because I'm looking for a big sugar hit. You can eat 2, 3, 4 bananas a day on top of all the other meals that you're sneaking in there. Come on, Weight Watchers. That's why we're an education company. We don't sell you that type of BS. We sell you education. We teach you how to feed yourself for the rest of your life. But this is where accountability and personal responsibility come in. And a lot of times people don't have that personal responsibility, and that gets frustrating. That gets frustrating. Let me answer some more questions. I'm actually going to throw up our Periscope while I'm here, while I'm talking to you guys. Might as well get a Periscope going at the same time. We got more questions, though. Brandon, excited for the online certification, Mike. Would we have access to software also? Which software do you mean exactly? That's the question. So if you could, as I'm typing this to the Periscope world right now, answer that question. What do you mean by software specifically? We have a lot of software. We have our proprietary software behind the 3 Weeks of Shredded and Living Lean system. It's completely personalized to you, to all of our members at thedolcediet.com. If you sign up for it, you enroll, you get into your personal membership system. You have your own dashboard. Everything there is complete for you. Every meal, every recipe, every exercise, every set, every rep, grocery lists and media resources and forums and daily journals and body weight tracking and measurement systems. All that is available for you inside that system. What else do you mean? And smack talk. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look, connection poor. How dare you, connection poor? What's up? What's up? Periscope? Come on, Periscope. God darn it, Periscope. Killing me. That's always a problem. But anyway, let me get back to you guys. Amin, hey, Mike, loved you on Joey's show yesterday. That Weight Watcher says, oh, answered that. Chris says double chocolate ice cream cone with a fucking milkshake, Uncle Joey. Holy shit, double fisted milkshakes, brother. And then I was like, and then he's like, yeah, but I don't like dairy. I was like, what? You don't like dairy? What are you talking about? You double fisted milkshakes and double headed ice cream cones that even falls off out into a T. What's he talking about? I love Joey, man. Johan, Merry Christmas, Papa D. Johan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Connection's poor. What's up with this? God darn it. Shut it down. Wi-Fi. You guys can watch backstage the technical difficulties here. Let's see if we can fix it real quick. Switch off of that one. Oh, nope. That's not going to work. Nope, nope, nope. Fios. Nope, it's not Fios. Son of a gun. I think we're stuck with this. Stuck as it is. That's too bad. It's too bad, Periscope. I think it's Periscope that's slacking. But anyway, you know what we'll do? We'll actually switch it to the Insta world because Instagram never fails. That's not true. It fails all the time, actually. All the time. Boom. There we go. All right. Why is Elon Musk on the thumbnail? Why not? You got a problem with Elon Musk, man? Maybe Elon Musk follows the Dolce system. Maybe Elon Musk knows that Dolce knows. Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe Elon Musk, one of the smartest men on the planet, respects the game, man. Maybe. Maybe I just like Elon Musk. Maybe I just thought, hey, that's a great thumbnail right there. Let me just throw that up. Maybe. See, all of these are possibilities. It's all possible. It all swirls around in your head. Now you don't even know what to think. You don't even know what's going on right now, man. But you got to tune in. You got to listen, and maybe I'll tell you. Thoughts on Stan Efferding's vertical diet? I haven't sat down with Big Stan yet. I don't know enough about it. I know it's what Stan has talked about for a while, and he's actually come on my podcast a few times, and he didn't talk about the vertical diet initially, but it slowly turned into the vertical diet. So I'd like to hear more. I want to get him on the podcast soon and let him break it down. Is milk and cheese bad for you, Elijah asks? Yes. Alex, the Living Lean book and 3 Weeks to Shredded from UFC Fit is good in 2018 or updated versions. Alex, I think that's a little broken up. It's hard for me to read that. Living Lean book and 3 Weeks to Shredded. Is it good? It's amazing. Go to thedolcediet.com. That's all you have to do and sign up. Thedolcediet.com, the 4-week to 12-week online membership program. Boom, done. Winning lottery ticket in your hand. Done deal. Just go play. Go play and watch what happens. Ramin, hey, Mike, I love the breakfast bowl. All right, Ramin, I appreciate that. Vic, hello, coach. When it comes to traditional barbell deadlifts, when it comes to developing strength, would you recommend using 5 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 3s? Thanks from Italy. I like the 5 sets of 5s. I would probably do 8 to 10 sets of 3s, though. And if I'm training 3s, I'm training faster. I'm not training heavier. I'm training faster with my 3s. Think about that. It's about velocity. It's about speed. That's the most important part. Riser, I got to have my Wonder Bread, dog. I know, Joey, Wonder Bread, Joey. Wonder Bread. They even make Wonder Bread anymore? Are you crazy? Where do they sell Wonder Bread in food stores? Are you fucking kidding me? How is that even allowed to be sold as a food item? I don't even understand that. Maybe like in a toy store next to the plastic Nerf footballs. Maybe I could see Wonder Bread being sold. But Wonder Bread being sold at a food store? Are you fucking crazy? That's like selling Twinkies at a food store, man. It's crazy when I hear people eat that stuff. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way in 2018 a human is going to eat Wonder Bread. How is that even possible? How does anybody even think that that's food? It's not food. That's not food. It's crazy. Bruno says, Coach, I've read many articles that state that acai berries are the best type of berries and that they contain a higher level of antioxidants than blueberries. Would you use it on the breakfast bowl? We would definitely use it on the breakfast bowl, but at the same time, make sure that if you're using acai berries, you're actually using acai berries. You're not using like the acai blends and the acai powders and the acai frozen packs, much of which is garbage. It's all, just look at the ingredients. If you want to add acai berries to your breakfast bowl, make sure that the only ingredient is acai berries. Like people say, Dolce, I'm going to the grocery store. What should I get? Only buy products that have one ingredient. That's it. See how well you do. Go have fun. Is air popcorn bad? Elijah, I've never tried it. I don't know enough about it. But I'll look into it I'll probably do a video on it for you guys. Maddie B says, I wish Joey would have let you talk more and not dominate. You know, I don't mind that at all because Joey, man, he's so good. I mean, it's his show, right? It's Joey Diaz's show, and we all tune in for Joey. Joey's a star. I'm just there to support and offer my little bit of insight. And I thought it was great. I really enjoy. I appreciate that. Thank you, because you wanted to hear more about nutrition. Well, that's why you come here. You check out the Mike Dolce Show podcast. You check out our YouTube channel. You check us out on Instagram and Instagram Live. You check out our live Periscope streams and our tweets on Sunday, our live Q&As. You go to thedolcediet.com and you read the 1,100 free articles we have talking about health and fitness and diet and exercise and recipes and meal plans and smoothies and life hacks and all these other things at thedolcediet.com. You come if you want all the health stuff, you come there. And I put a little bit of comedy. Joey puts a lot of comedy and a little bit of nutrition. I like that. I think it's fair. ARC, I saw you on the church and was intrigued with what you said about keto. I could talk about that all day long. I've lost a lot of friends, unfortunately, because I've been honest about keto. And I'm happy to talk about it. I will not be silenced. Could I substitute hemp seeds for anything else in the breakfast bowl? Yes. And Instagram family, don't worry, guys. I'm going to pop on. I'm going to answer all your questions here in a minute. So I'm finishing with the YouTube stream because I'm double fisting. I'm YouTubing and I'm Instagram live and all at the same time. Woo! And I'm even drinking a tea. How about that? Brian Dele says, hey, Mike, do you prefer creatine hydrochloride or creatine monohydrate? Creatine monohydrate, hands down. Hands down, 5 grams once a day for 21 days. Mwah, all you need. Uncle Michael put on 12 pounds of fucking sexy. If you thought I couldn't get any sexier, watch me after 21 days on a creatine monohydrate. Holy shit. I can't do it too often. Otherwise, life gets crazy. Those who start sliding into my DMs, my God, you should be ashamed of yourself. Your father, what does he think about you? Oh, my goodness. But yeah, creatine monohydrate, because it's inexpensive and it works as well or better than any of the newfangled versions, which are just simply created to increase price point. That's all. You don't need them. Whole Foods or Sprouts rotisserie chicken, good to go. Maybe if you're traveling, maybe on the road, maybe, but otherwise I would stay away, man. When were they cooked? Rebecca, the man. Yeah. Get it, Coach Rebecca. Good to see you, girl. Where have you been? I hope all is well. I know all is well because you are fucking awesome. You are crushing it every day you wake up and you smash goals. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up, Rebecca. Keep me posted, young lady. I think about you. Elijah, you are the GOAT of nutrition. Elijah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I work hard. We work hard. I have a great team behind me. We work hard for you guys. Which noodles are good? Noodles? What do you mean? There's lentils, which red lentil pasta is delicious, if that's what you're talking about. We use a brown rice pasta. That's great. We use a quinoa pasta. That's great. Even some versions of egg noodles are pretty awesome. CR Dolce, love your content. Question, what can I substitute oats with? Oats mess with my tummy. No bueno, thanks in advance. Think about maybe buckwheat or quinoa. UFC Anaheim canceled. That's what I've heard. That's what I heard. All right, let me try and answer some of these questions on Instagram. And of course, the YouTube family is allowed to stay on and listen. Let's see what we can get here. Hello, everybody, all the waves. Lots of people. Hello, everybody. Nice to see everybody on Instagram. Hey, Mike, almost there. 250.7. Sean, what did you start out at? Sean Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, started out at well over 300 pounds. And after a few starts and stops, we decided to get him down below 250 pounds by the end of the year. That was our goal. And I am so proud to report that Sean is now down to 250.7 pounds. He is 0.8 pounds away from smashing a goal and smashing a number he has not seen in a very long time. Sean, I am so happy for you. Again, if you could please tell us where you started, what weight you started at. Once again, I know it was well over 3. Buddy, I'm so proud of you. I am so freaking proud of you, Sean. You just made my day, brother. And everybody think like it's cool working with pro athletes. It's cool working with Hollywood celebrities. Come on, it's cool. But I do not get the satisfaction working with someone who wins millions of dollars or has a Hollywood blockbuster or wins a world title. That's awesome. To someone like it doesn't compare to someone like Sean who changes their life. And there's no bucket of money at the end. There's no self-grandizing. There's no, narcissistic ego rubbing at the end of it. It's just someone like Sean. It's just a person that's making changes, that decided to make a change with no financial, no external reason, completely internalized reasoning here. So Sean, I'm so proud of you, man. Bob the Bird says, thanks for the inspiration, Dolce. Just uploaded my first vlog from my wrestling transition to MMA. Bob, that's awesome. Keep me posted. Hello, everybody. All the waves on Instagram. What do you suggest? A guy with 4 knee surgeries. I want to train again, but I'm super scared to hurt myself. Yeah, but you got to be careful. Are you under a doctor's care? I'm sure that you are. You got to be. You should be working with a physical therapist to make sure that you've rebuilt and rehabbed as good as you can. And then when you work with your team and work with your coaches, find a great jiu-jitsu school. I would recommend one of the Renzo Gracie academies if you can, and tell the coach exactly what you're going through and that you want to be a martial artist, you want to be on the mats, you want to train, but you have this serious injury. And then tell your training partners so they can take great care of you. Make sure you wear your brace. Make sure, and what I would even do, I would dye or I would put a big X on my knee on that side so people know, don't tug, don't twist, pay attention to that leg. Your training partners will love to have you on the mat. They'll love to work with you, and they'll take great care of you because everybody has something going on. Dude, my neck is fucked up. No neck cranks, no chokes today. You know, please, like my neck is fucked up. Oh, dude, no problem. My back, my arm, my shoulder, my wrist. That's how it is in the martial arts schools. And I came up through the Renzo Gracie system. And I think that's in my mind, that is the best system out there, jiu-jitsu system. There's great camaraderie. There's great camaraderie in all the arts. That's the one that I would suggest. Meatloaf, hey brother, you recently talked about a bath shower method to help bloating. Can you swap a hot tub instead of a bath? Absolutely. Yep, it's just hot water immersion. What else? And don't worry, YouTube, I'm going to answer some of your questions. And let me just run through some of these Instagrams. I'm starting 3 weeks to Shredded tomorrow. It's my second time. And the first time, I lost 30 pounds. Jess lost 30 pounds following 3 weeks to Shredded the first time through. 3 weeks to Shredded is a 21-day program. Jess lost 21 pounds 30 pounds in 21 days while following our 3 weeks to Shredded system. How crazy is that? You can go to thedolcediet.com right now and start your own journey. It's completely personalized, it's online, and it is catered exactly to you. Everywhere, on your laptop, on your iPad, on your smartphone. You have everything you need, every workout, every exercise, every set, every rep with video tutorials, every menu, every recipe, every grocery list, and the meals, the times of the day, the order they're supposed to be in. There's so much information, all at thedolcediet.com. Jess is down 30 pounds on 3 weeks to Shredded. Come on now. What are you waiting for, people? What do I need to eat to get massive? I'm trying to get huge. You need to be sleeping 8+ hours per night. You need to be eating at a calorie surplus of about 500 per day. You don't need anything more than that from true expenditure. You need to be training with multi-joint compound movements. I would strongly suggest you go and follow or watch the last 3 videos I did on actually gaining strength. I break down everything. It's there for you. Go to my YouTube channel and check it out. What's to fuel with a guy putting in long workouts, training to become a special operator? I appreciate your service. What is to fuel with a guy? It's the same foods. It's the same earth-grown foods that we talk about. Depending on how long out you are, I would strongly suggest you go to thedolcediet.com and you join our 12-week program. Start with the 8 weeks of living lean. Watch, because we teach you how to feed your body for the rest of your life with the right foods, in the right order, in the right proportion. We teach you everything you need to know through the living lean system. And then you can finish up your camp, your training with the 3 weeks to Shredded program. You can build some fucking serious strength and muscle and endurance and balance your health during the first 8 weeks and get fucking shredded like a training camp, like our athletes do just beforehand. Go to thedolcediet.com for that. Your thoughts on kids' vaccines? I think vaccines in general and flu shots in general are a highly promoted product. Well, let's just say that the pharmaceutical industry is the leading advertiser on all of television. What does that tell you? On every TV show that you watch, on all the TV that you watch, the pharmaceutical industry buys more spots and spends more money than any other commercial, than Tide Laundry, than Honda Accords, than anything else, than Disney toys. The pharmaceutical industry spends more money to advertise, to market to you than any other industry. Do you think there's a reason why? Why is that? Now, of the amount of money that they spend, how much of that money is pushed back into the need to sell drugs in order to recoup the losses that they put into their ad spends? Just think like a business. Now, I'm not even getting into the merits of vaccines yet. Just from a corporate model, think about the ROI on all the expenditure. In order for them to market that heavily, they must sell their product. Then their product is just a widget. They're just selling widgets to you guys. Now, go ask your parents how many shots or vaccines they had when they were kids. Look around. Ask your parents how many of their friends died of diphtheria, died of polio, died of the measles or the mumps, died of the chicken pox. Ask your parents how many people in the course of their life that they knew, that they were friends with, that they went to school with, that died of those diseases. Okay? I think my parents had like 6 total vaccines. My generation has, 14 or so? The current generation has like over 20. Why? That's all I have to say. I'm not saying that all vaccines, I'm not saying that the concept is flawed. What I'm saying is these companies are just simply trying to cover losses. And they're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing again and selling. They're salesmen. They're selling widgets. So you as a parent, we as parents must be informed. We must work with our healthcare providers to make informed decisions for the betterment of our children's lives. Now, with that being said, you must do your own research and you must treat your children and your family according to your own values and your own education on the topic. What I will strongly suggest is before your children are injected with any vaccine or before you sit and get the flu shot, ask for the product insert and read it. That's all. Before you inject yourself, read it. Just like I tell you, before you buy a can of beans or before you buy a sports drink, read the ingredients. I say this all the time with food products. Why the hell would I not say the same thing when it comes to pharmaceutical drugs? That's my take on it. So you guys need to figure it out, but do your fucking research. If you don't do your research, then shame on you. Shame on you for being too lazy to read the product insert. Shame on you for being too lazy to do a Google search. Shame on you. Randall Folks. Hey, my name is Randall Folks. I'm with MMA Wreckage Radio. I would love to get an interview with you if you have any free time. Randall, absolutely. I would be happy to. I never turn down interviews. I don't care how big or how small. I would love to. And I would assume that you're a massive show. So just send me a DM and we'll set it up. Dolce de leche, that's what she said. Tranquil, megalith. Good question, Miguel. Ivana's here. What's up, Ivana? Mort, I envy your patience with Joey. I could feel you were dying to tell him how BS and flawed the Weight Watchers was. He knew, right? Joey knows. I know. We all know. What do I need to do? Joey's a smart guy. I don't need to beat him up on it. He knows. He knows what's up. Don't worry. But I was like, ooh, I had to bite my tongue. Hey, Dolce, for body decomposition, would you suggest a low-carb dinner and carbs for the rest of the day? Decomposition. What does decomposition mean? Why are you going to decomp your body? We'll have to learn more about that. YouTube, I'm going to jump back in with your questions here in a minute. Enru, yo, what's up, Mike? What are your thoughts on using the steam room while dieting? I don't like the steam room because I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and I don't like sitting in there with the steamy, moist heat from other dudes' ass cracks. That's pretty much it. I don't like the thought of breathing their nasty taint sweat and their drippy ball juice. I don't like being locked in a steam room at all. I don't like it. So for that reason, and it's hard to breathe. I don't want that. I don't want their ball juice steam breath into my lungs. No, this is just, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. JMZ, day 6 of 3 weeks to shred it and down 7 pounds. So 3 weeks to shred it is designed to lose 1 pound per day for 21 days. To lose 21 pounds in 21 days, JMZ is down 7 pounds in 6 days, already ahead of schedule. Once again, another 3 weeks to shredded testimonial, down 7 pounds in 3 days. Go to thedolcediet.com right now, guys, and start your own 3 weeks to shredded. You could be down 21 pounds in 21 days. We could start the New Year's off with your fucking summer body. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Thoughts on Dr. John Berardi and his nutrition views? I like John. I think John's a smart guy. I haven't kept up with any of his recent thoughts because I know he's been, in the business side, the ROI side of pushing his training curriculum and getting people certified, which is awesome. But I like John Berardi. I think he's a smart guy. Hey, please answer my concern. My friend from neighborhood is vegan and not eating a lot. Actually, he is constantly fasting a couple days in a row. Now he thinks that everything is in his mind and breathing. Vader, I think he's got some issues going on, and he probably needs to speak with someone on the medical side. That would be my suggestion. He probably needs to have a little sit down. I would say go to your doctor, go to his primary doctor, have a sit down, get a wellness test, get his whole blood work done, look for any deficiencies, any abnormalities, have a good conversation with the doctor, and hopefully the doctor can recommend him on to someone he can speak with. Because it sounds like, to me, just my opinion, he's developing a severe eating disorder. And that's a little scary. Not because it's vegan, but because it seems like he's avoiding food altogether. Multiple days of fasting, a vegan life. And what does vegan lifestyle mean? Some people say, hey, I'm vegan, and they only eat a few pieces of spinach and an apple a day. And then they go and vomit the apple. No, you're not a vegan. You have an eating disorder. And that needs to be treated. And we see that all the time here. So I'm not saying he does. I'm saying possible. Dolce with the wire headphones. I'm old school, baby. I'm old school. I still use a pen and paper. What's up? I still write letters to people and drop them in the mailbox. What? Old school. So when the EMP goes and the grid blows, you guys aren't going to know what to do. Don't worry. Uncle Mike will be self-sustained. I got my well already drilled. I got my underground reservoir ready to go. I got my cabin up in the mountains that nobody knows about loaded with all the essentials. I'm old school. Also, I got my sat phones hidden around the area. Don't worry. You don't worry about what Uncle Mike's got going on in my headphones. You don't worry about that. You don't worry about that. Don't worry. So maybe I'll come and find you and help you and bail you out. You run out of water 12 hours after it gets shut off. Alcohol, can I drink? If you were sitting here and I was allowed to slap you, I would slap you. If you signed the waiver, I should start giving people waivers. And Uncle Mike can just slap you across the face when you say something stupid. How's that sound? I like that. Actually, I should do a TV show like that. I actually had a thought of a TV show. I can't tell you guys right now because somebody will steal it yet again. Many of my TV show ideas get stolen. But anyway, no, you can't drink alcohol. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You can't drink alcohol. What are you, fucking stupid? What are you, crazy? I'm just having fun with you. Don't take it offensively. Don't go to a safe space. But no, you can't drink alcohol. You can't poison yourself. Let's not poison ourselves. Don't poison yourself. No, let's love ourselves. Let's give ourselves a big hug. Be happy. Don't drink alcohol. RJV, Mike motherfucking Dolce is the truth. That's damn straight. Lickety split. You know what's up. My brother took a health class and the PhD told him that fat doesn't have any effect on brain cognition. What is the truth? In what context? Because that's not true. It's both true and untrue depending on the situation. So I need to know more information. Are you familiar with Dr. Glidden on the iHealth YouTube channel? He says we should not be eating oats due to long-term health problems. Just wondering what you thought on this. I would love to see his data, and I would love to understand why, because oats have been eaten in great variety for hundreds of years now, with what I can see very, 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 very low issues for the vast majority of healthy people. But I'm open-minded. I'd love to see what stats he's actually using. The more I learn about nutrition, the more I love your program, Ivana says. Ivana, I appreciate that, and I respect the fact that you are studying nutrition now. And most of the people who study nutrition, they all wind up saying, damn, Dolce was right. Dolce was right. How about that? Opinions on reverse dieting for body recomposition. I think it's excellent. Just eat the same foods and slowly we increase. Thank you. Link to the first. Cool. Sounds good. Junior. What's up, Junior? Awesome work. Thank you, sir. Cool. Did you watch the David Goggins Rogan podcast, Rest Days Necessary for the Week? I didn't, but I would disagree with that statement. Define a rest day. So I don't know. I have to talk to Dave about it because I believe in activity but you can't have the same type of intensity. You must moderate volume and intensity. That's not a state of mind. That's a neurological issue. So we could have a conversation. Ivana, essential fats and their ratio absolutely impact on your brain, but it's minimal amounts needed, not fat like you'd see on keto or low carb, high fat. Very good. Tranquil Craig Goliath. Is Craig on here? What's he up to? Out angling the camera, I'm sure. Purchase 3 weeks of shredded. If I'm building muscle, do I keep the protein the same? Yes, keep it exactly the same. So, San Van Dan. And don't worry, YouTube, I'm answering your questions here in a minute. Since at this point can't get the membership to the Dolce diet, can I just file 3 weeks of shredded? Yes, you can. The book option works extremely well. How come you can't get the membership? Shoot me a DM. What part of the world are you in? All right. I'm going to jump here on to, I got more people I know on Instagram. I'll get back to you guys, but I got to answer some of our YouTube friends' questions. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Damn. A lot of questions. Elijah, which noodles? Oats, yep. Have you, Chris, I have not had Dr. Lane Norton on my podcast. Did you know Lane Norton is a doctor, by the way? I don't think I've ever heard him say that before. But Dr. Lane Norton, I will give him the respect of that. I haven't had him on the podcast. I know we tried twice, and it was a challenge due to his schedule and then likely my schedule. We've had challenges, but I've tried to have him on in earnest. I would love to have a conversation with him, but I know Lane Norton has talked so much shit about me in the past, and the fucker never even met me. And I believe he only talked shit about me because he was jealous of all my success. Probably because I'm very handsome, and I understand that insecure people tend to just speak out of turn. So I'm not even mad at Dr. Lane Norton for talking so much shit about me completely without base after never having a conversation with me and really knowing almost nothing of my work or that good that we do within the community. So I don't understand why Dr. Lane Norton talks so much shit about me without ever actually talking to me. That's kind of douchey, but I'm not calling him a douche, but it's kind of douchey. But I would love to have a conversation with him because I think like 90% of the shit that he talks about, we pretty much agree. I don't agree with the synthetic chemicals. I don't agree with eating Pop-Tarts and Twizzlers and all the other bullshit. I think it's much better to eat real food, and we can have that conversation. And that probably would be a fun, interesting conversation. Two guys that I think keto's bullshit. He thinks keto's bullshit. A lot of the exclusionary fad diets he calls bullshit. I call bullshit. We call bullshit on a lot of the bullshit out there pretty equally from what I understand. Although he tries to talk shit about me, and I don't understand that. It's probably because I'm so much better looking. That's got to be the case, because otherwise I don't understand why he would feel so insecure about me being around. It's a weird thing. So I would love to have him on. I don't know if he will or if he won't, but that's okay. Have you ever dealt with stress fractures? No, I have not. Morad, I appreciate your love of Allah and the accursed Satan. I thank you so much, and yeah, that's excellent. Good for you. I love people who have deep faith and deep belief. So much respect. No excuses. I crush it every day, and with a coach like you, it ain't hard. You inspire me every day. I appreciate everything you do, Mike. Respect and love always. Rebecca, right back at you. Rebecca, right back at you. I know you're out there crushing it. And I'm always cheering for you. I'm always in your corner. Keep it up. Elijah, I weigh 180 and around 10 to 13% body fat. Should I do 3 weeks of shredded or living lean? Well, I would do 3 weeks of shredded. Let's get you down. Let's get you fucking down. Do the 12-week program. Start with 3 weeks of shredded and then hit a recomp phase after that. Excuse me. That would probably be ideal. Just get fucking scraped out, shredded out. Let's turn that, let's say 12% body fat. Let's get that down to 9%, single digit. And then we can recomp you. We can start putting lean muscle tissue back on you over the 8 weeks of living lean. Let's do that. That's what I would do. You will look like a fucking god. You will look like a god because you'll shrink down, get fucking shredded, and then we'll just start adding lean tissue around your frame, swelling, like keeping that shirt size, keeping like a medium-sized t-shirt, but growing your body into a large under that shirt. That's the way to go. Dolce, what's going on, brother? Question for you. Are you going back and forth from Jersey to Vegas? I got no problem going to either. Yes, we are bi-coastal, soon to be tri-coastal. Does anybody know what that means? But you'll see. Soon to be tri-coastal. We are bi-coastal right now. Yeah, and loving it. East Coast, West Coast branches of the Dolce Diet and Fitness are out there up and running, and it is awesome. Busy though, a lot of travel, a lot of air miles. What if I'm too poor to buy organic? That is a state of mind. Because you do not have money in your pocket does not mean you are poor. I grew up poor. I grew up so poor there was no running water, no heater, no electricity in my home. That is the truth. And I never thought that I was poor because I always worked my ass off and I always found a way. I started working when I was 8 years old and I never have not worked since. I was a dock rat at 8 years old. What does that mean? That means I would get out of school at 2:30. I would run home. I'd drop my bags off. I'd put on my dirty clothes, which are pretty much the only clothes I had. And I'd run up to the marina about 3 blocks away. And I would wait for the boats to come in at 3 p.m. They come in from their full day fishing charters. And I would stand at the dock and I would wait and try and get the mates to get my attention. I finally worked on a few specific boats that knew I would be there. I'd throw the line, I'd help pull them in, I'd tie them off, I'd get the stairs set up so all the people would come off. And I would start cleaning the boat. So while the mates were out there buying and selling and cleaning the fish for the patrons and then for the passersby who come up to buy the fish for the day, I'd be on the boat scrubbing and cleaning the disgusting, filthy boats. And I would usually, for 2 to 3 hours of work, I would make $2 to $3. So these mates would pay me $1 an hour to scrub these 60, 80 charter fishing boats in the Belmar Marina. That's what I was doing at 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. When I turned 10, 11, I actually became an assistant mate. So I would start going out on the boat on the weekends for some of these half day and full day trips. Then I started making $10, $15, $20 per day at this young age of life. By the time I was 13, I was a full-fledged mate going out 2-3 days on these tuna trips in the middle of the ocean for hundreds of dollars. So by the time I hit high school, I mean, I always had money. I always bought my own way, but I was a full-time student and I was this kid. So think about that. And I was still living in a home under those circumstances. What my point is in talking to you, it's a mentality. I did what I had to do to get the things I needed. You right now, I assume, Elijah, you are a grown-ass man. There is no reason on this fucking planet why you should make excuses to not get what you need when it comes to your health and fitness. You can sell your bullshit that you have around your house on eBay. You can unsubscribe from Hulu and Netflix and regular cable TV. You can downgrade your iPhone into a little shitty $9 a month flip phone. You can do all of that stuff if you care to. But really, you make a choice with your consumer dollar of how you want to live your life. You can buy your lattes and your takeout coffees and your sandwiches at the bagel truck or at the deli. You can go and have a couple cocktails with your friends or buy the most recent UFC pay-per-view. You can go and do all of that stuff. But don't come on here and tell me that you're too poor to buy good, clean, healthy food, because that's bullshit. When they have organic at Walmart, organic at Costco, and organic at Target, and organic on Amazon Prime delivered to your house for free, you don't even have to leave your house, at a fraction of the cost as if you had driven to the grocery store. There's no reason for you to ever say that to me. There's no reason for it. Get your ass out and work. When I was doing those jobs on the boat, I was delivering newspapers, waking up before school. Back when you would throw newspapers onto the neighbor's porch, I did that job. I did a job where I used to actually work in a reclamation center. This is all before the age of 12, because when I turned 12, then I could get real jobs, right? Because there was a minor law in New Jersey. I used to, for cash, bundle up newspaper. I go to this reclamation center, and people would throw all their newspapers and all their magazines into like these big bins. I used to take the bins and I used to stack them, try and stack them in 2x2 squares, stack them, twine them, tie them off, throw them into the back of a Mack truck. Boom, 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 boom. Throw them all up in the back of the Mack truck, and I throw, maybe an hour's worth of stacks up there. Then I get in the truck and I start packing them like a brick wall. And I would pack them all the way up like Tetris until I fucking packed up the entire truck. And then I would get paid when a truck was actually filled up. Yeah, I did that job. How many of you were doing that at 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old? I was doing that shit because I was on the grind. I needed to eat. There was no food in my house, man. There was no food in my house. I needed to eat. So there's a different motivation. There was a different motivation. And I could talk about all the things that I did to get by, to live, just to live. So when I hear people say, oh, I'm too poor, you live in America, motherfucker. And I don't even care if you don't live in America. You live in 2018 on this planet. You can find a way. You can find a way. You can be the outlier. You can be successful on this planet. I don't care where the fuck you're from, because I know people from every part of the world, from the favelas in Brazil to the fucking the desert in India to fucking the middle of apartheid and just violence in South Africa. I have friends from these areas that broke out and they fucking made it happen. So don't give me that shit that you're too poor to buy fucking organic eggs or free-range chicken. Don't give me that bullshit, because it's not true. I will not allow that. Oh, that was a rant. Nino, based on what you say, how would you know which foods to eat based upon activity? You pay attention to, man, there's a lot. Ooh, there's a lot of questions. This is supposed to be a 15-minute Q&A, and here we are, we're 45 minutes deep. I got about 200 more questions to go. Let's see how many I can rattle off between both. Hold on, let me get back to where I lost. Based on what you say, how would you know which foods to eat based upon activity? So we're relatively aware. Did you just do like hill incline sprints, or were you laying on your couch? If you're incline sprinting at high rates for 45 minutes, you probably need a higher glycemic or carbohydrate intake, right? If you're laying on your couch watching TV for 2 hours, you probably don't need much of anything except a little bit of water and maybe some amino acids. A little bit of protein, maybe a handful of nuts, you're good to go. So we keep it in that, but you step on the scale every day. So we say 15 minutes after your meal and 45 minutes after your meal. How do you feel? How do you feel? You feel good? You feel fat? You feel full? You feel healthy? You feel lean? You feel starving? How do you feel? So your next meal, you make a small little adjustment and you step on the scale. I weigh 200. I weigh 200. I weigh 200. I weigh 201. I weigh 201. I weigh 200.5. I weigh 200.5. I weigh 208. Oh shit, that's right. I ate lasagna last night and had fucking beers with my buddies and slept 4 hours. That's why I put on 7.5 pounds overnight, because my baseline was right about 200. Now if I'm 200, 201, 201 and a half, 202, 202, 202, 203, 203, 203 and a half, well, that means I'm now gaining. And you look in the mirror. Am I gaining slop, or holy shit, I look fucking awesome? I'm getting leaner as I'm getting heavier. That's the way you should look. You should look leaner as you get heavier, which means you're adding lean muscle tissue. You're not increasing non-functional body fat, so total body fat percentage drops as your weight increases. That's what we call stuffing the shirt, and that's what we do over here. So if you wanted to work with us one-on-one, you can certainly do that. We have one-on-one consultations or one-on-one private training where we can do it remotely with our team, or you can even work with hands-on, one of our certified coaches. Just shoot me a DM if you're interested in any of that stuff on Instagram. It's probably the best way to get at me. We don't heavily promote it because we're fucking busy. We're busy. We're busy. That's why a lot of the stuff that we have and we do, we don't openly promote all the time because we're busy. We're good. We're good. Thoughts on Thomas DeLauer, Stephanie Keto? Well, Thomas DeLauer he's an actor. I'm not disrespecting Thomas DeLauer. He's a fit dude, but he's an actor. It's bullshit. He's the foremost expert on keto. Then he's the foremost expert on intermittent fasting. Then he's the foremost expert on buying this green product. He's a spokesperson. That's all he is. He's like Billy Mays. You know, he's just selling product for people. That's all. And I'm not hating on it. Dude's got to make money, but he's doing it in a disingenuous way. And that's why I call him Thomas DeLauer, because a lot of the stuff he says contradicts him. So if you watch him, if you go back over the last couple of years of Thomas DeLauer information, you'll see how divergent his topics are. He just sells what he's being paid to sell. So if he just say, hey, I'm Thomas DeLauer, I'm an actor here, and I'm selling this shit for you. Well, he's not going to do that because then people won't buy. Rebecca, man, I'm vegan and I don't stop eating. Excuse me. Man, I'm vegan and I don't stop eating. It's all about the food, baby. Earth Grow Nutrients all the way. Hell yeah. Rebecca Romania is a vegan athlete in absolutely amazing, amazing shape. She is a mother, and she is living the Dolce lifestyle in her own personalized way out there in Australia. We featured her on our main page of Instagram a couple times. You can see how fit, how healthy, how energized Rebecca looks, and she was posting her food and just different lifestyle attributes that she was taking part in, and very inspirational to our audience. So high five to you, Rebecca. Let's keep it up, girl. Herb says, since you're back on the East Coast, where will the future DDC be held? Well, they're still going to be held around the world. I still have business interests and properties in Las Vegas. We do have those here on the East Coast. We have some all around the country. As far as a HQ perspective goes, I don't know yet in 2019 where I will be full-time, whether I'll be East Coast or West Coast. Likely it'll be a nice combination of the two. But we will be running our, I mean, Las Vegas is a great place to run a DDC because it's Vegas. It's just made for traffic to come into, and great conference areas and things like that. East Coast is awesome also. We have some in the Midwest we're planning. In the UK, Scotland, Ireland area, we've had a lot of interest there. We might jump up to, we might hit East Coast, West Coast, Canada. We might get pretty crazy with the DDCs here in 2019 as far as travel goes, but we will also have the online DDC up and running, online Dolce Diet certifications available for you. And Nina, what happens to the body when you consume fast food? You turn into a big blob of shit and you die at a young age. I'll just kind of paraphrase. That's what happens. How much water do I need as a 145-pound teenager? A lot, probably more than you're currently drinking, I would say. Now, I don't know. So if you're 145 pounds, you could be 4 foot tall, 145. You could be 6 foot tall, 145. That changes the game quite a bit. But likely it's a lot more than you currently intake. Angelo finally got the Black Pack, best invention ever. Thanks, Uncle Mike. Those that don't know, I sell the Black Pack. The Black Pack, this is a patented invention of Mike Dolce and the Dolce diet. And check this out. Look at this. Look at that. What is that? That is the hot cold pack, and even a Dolce Diet Pop Top Tupperware, to which 4 actually come with the Black Pack when you purchase it. And how cool does it look? You don't look like one of those dork bodybuilders walking around in your clown pants. You look fucking awesome in a business meeting, on a plane, going to the gym with your Black Pack. It's got the TSA compliant. Where is it? Where is it? Other side, other side. Here we go. It goes all the way through, TSA compliant laptop case for all year, and it folds flat. That's why it's TSA compliant. I'm not going to get too crazy here showing you off, but it's got everything you need. It's at dolce.shop.com. It's made from copper woven material in an FDA approved facility, which means it's antimicrobial. You can wipe it out with an alcohol swab. The front portion actually fits up to size 14 sneakers, which is a hot or a wet dry bag. Too much information to talk about there. That is the Black Pack at dolce.shop.com. It's awesome, and I appreciate you a lot, Angelo. Almost done here on the Insta or the YouTube, then I'll finish. Uh-oh. I just lost the Insta family. That's okay. And I'll do that in a second. Hey, Mike, if someone intakes about 80 grams of carbs from white rice, how long do they have till those carbs are no longer available for fueling a workout? Well, it depends if you deplete them. Because once you consume them, then they get stored as glycogen, and they're available for your next workout. They don't go away. They get stored. That's the beautiful part about it. That's why we love carbohydrates. That's why we love white rice. Shane, can I become a Dolce trainer? Do you have a certification program or anything? Will you come out to Hawaii and train us? Shane, I would love to come to Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I may or may not. I don't know how big the market is to host a DDC. Typically, we like to have at least 50 attendees, excuse me. Most of our events, we get up to 100. We have big events, and then we have, what we call intimate events where we host 20 people. The 20 people we usually host at one of our facilities. When we go to bigger facilities, we like at least 50 people to be there. But we'll see. We're going to have quite a few on the East Coast, West Coast, United States, and we're also going to have online versions available to you too. So people, because we have a lot of people in other countries. And I think we have DDCs in 12 countries right now, Dolce Diet certified coaches in 12 different countries. But it's hard because a lot of people can't afford to fly from, let's say, Prague, to which we have a DDC in Prague, you know, or even from Ireland, you know, from Belfast, you know, it gets a little expensive, especially when we're holding West Coast US. Can I become answered that? Risk. Yo, what's up going on, guys? I'm new here and sub Risk Pro 420, the boss. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for being a friend and being a part of the channel. This channel is for you and for you guys, for everybody here. That's why I'm on almost an hour right now. This was supposed to be a 15-minute Q&A. I'm on here almost an hour talking to you guys, trying to give you whatever information I can to help you guys be better. I answer every question that comes through to the best of my ability. I don't pre-screen anything, and I answer honestly. I don't know anybody else who's as honest and transparent as I am. I've lost friendships, and I've lost millions of dollars, actually, because I won't endorse, I won't buy into, and I won't sell bullshit to you guys. I won't lie to you guys like a Thomas DeLauer does. I'm sorry, Tom, but it's the truth. I don't sell out. I won't sell out. I'm going to tell you the fucking truth, even if it costs me money. And eventually, maybe I'll tell you all the money it has cost me because I got a fucking list and I got the emails, you know, I got the text messages, because I won't sell you the bullshit. So to answer you, to say hello to you, Risk, hello. Welcome to the channel, Mike Dolce, the Dolce Diet, Dolce Knows. I think we're going to change the channel name here soon. I don't know what to change it exactly, because we're so much more than just diet now. We might change it to Dolce Knows, because I fucking know, man. I know. And if I don't know, I go find out and I come back and I tell you. I know. Do you have any advice in regards to working out at night? I recently started working out at night and it's thrown my routine and diet off. You got to make sure you're getting your sleep. So that's probably the most important aspect. If you're training at night, you still have to get your 8 hours of sleep. I don't care. Like, I won't prioritize training over sleep. I just won't do it. I'll train on a day off. I'd rather train once per week with intensity than sleep poorly all week. Because then if you're sleeping poorly, you're breaking your body down. You're not making gains. You're moving backwards. Even though you're feeling like you're doing something, you're not. You're actually moving backwards. So I hope that helps. Let me know something more specific. LeMarcus, any chance you can put up an introductory video with links to other videos to introduce someone new to the Dolce way? Or is there already one? You know, that's a great idea, LeMarcus. We don't have that right now, but I'll put some time into that and get that done for you. I like that idea. Thank you. I appreciate that idea. You guys, you can always give me advice on what you'd like to see or what might be beneficial. I'm always here to help you guys with all that stuff. Frank, is LIST still effective if you're not in a fasted state? Absolutely. Walking is never bad, human. You're a human. Most people forget that before you're anything else, before you're a bodybuilder, before you're a fighter, before you're a CrossFitter, you are a human. So let's be human first and let's walk. Let's enjoy our life. Let's breathe fresh air. Let's look into the sunshine. Let's smile at our neighbors and hug our loved ones. All right, let's do that before we start worrying about all the crazy BS in the fitness world. Denver needs Dolce. How do I get in? Mike Sullivan. If you work in a facility, I can come on out there and run a certification at your facility, or you can come to one of our events, East Coast or West Coast 2019. We even have an online service coming soon, certification. John, for general health and wellness, is 10,000 steps daily recommended, or should there be more? 10,000 steps, I think, is great. Start there. Let's see what happens. How far is 10,000 steps? I don't know. Let's see. Uncle Mike, should I continue to squat heavy in my fight camp if it hurts my training? Nope. If not, what should I do for legs? I would do bodyweight work, manually resisted bodyweight work. Maybe you put a training partner. You know, your fireman's carry, your honeymoon carry, or your gable grip. That's a lot of the work that we do. We do lots of bodyweight stuff. You know, buddy over the, you know, fire, or it's not a true fireman's, buddy over the shoulder, you know, left side squat, right side squat. Lots of stuff that you can do with buddies. I like that. I like medicine ball. You'll see me doing squats with 150-pound med balls and lunges, walking lunges. That's what we do. Heavy as fuck, man. I'm a plumber, digging holes daily. How can I gain mass and maintain extra weight? Jay, you got to get your food up for sure, because you're burning 1,000+ calories additional per day, most likely, if you're working as hard as my buddies who plumb do. And I worked as a laborer on a construction site for years. Another one of my jobs. Worked my fucking ass off, and I still made gains. Now, I was younger. I was in my mid-late teens. I was still in high school, end of high school stage. Excuse me. I worked as a landscaper. And my job when I first started was hefting fucking wheelbarrows of dirt and mulch back and fucking forth from truck to site, through these big, cluster communities. Did that for a while too. And I got fucking yoked, man, because I looked at it like each movement, I looked at it like I was doing a set. And I made sure my nutrition was on par. I didn't eat like a normal breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the job and then tried to make gains at night at the gym. I looked at the job like I was training, and I had to fuel my body. And this is when I was a kid, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. That was kind of my construction days. And I kept that mentality. So that's where like eat based upon activity. Man, if I was just like, riding the driver mower, I would stay super hydrated and I'd eat fruit most of the day. If I was hefting fucking wheelbarrows, I'd say stay super hydrated, but I was eating, lots of like fish and chicken and rice and veg, kind of like a bodybuilder pop-top meal. Linda Ferrante, are you Mike's wife? If so, hello, family. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. It is an honor and a pleasure, my friend. Brian DeLay, do you recommend creatine with a fat loss program? I got no problem with creatine. Creatine, yeah, works well, but you're gonna add some weight, but it's not gonna be fat weight, and you're gonna add some strength. So I think that's it. That's all the questions, guys and girls. Thank you so much for being here. We just did an hour. Once again, I appreciate that. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on notifications so you know when we go live. Give this video a thumbs up. We have 11 thumbs up and all the content I've given you guys for hours. There's 52 people left in this stream. Everybody, just click thumbs up. Be cool. Come on, I'm here helping you guys. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know. And those who are watching on the replay, give us a thumbs up if I'm able to help you or give you good advice, or if you like the funny jokes that I try and tell terribly. I appreciate that. Remember, if you want to lose weight, you want to get in the best shape of your life, go to the Dolce Diet, right? DolceDiet.com right now for our 4-week and 12-week personalized online diet and exercise program. Every meal, every recipe, every ingredient is calibrated, personalized for you specifically after you go through your onboarding questionnaire. We learn everything we need to know about you to build your ideal program, plus exercise program. Every exercise, every set, every rep is built for you with video tutorials that are available on your phone. You're at the gym. What's a Jefferson squat, or what's an incline sit-up? What is a curtsy lunge? Flip. Ooh, cool. All right, I see that. Boom. And you're right into your motion. It's all right there. It's all at thedolcediet.com. You can lose up to 21 pounds in 21 days following our 3 weeks to shredded program, which is the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years with a 100% success ratio. Yes. 100% of the time, our athletes have made weight over 20 years. No other team can claim that. No other team can claim that. Only our team can claim that. And you can research that because it's the truth. The only reason why I can say that is because it is true. And we've built this program so you guys have access to the same information that helps these Hollywood celebrities and professional athletes get in amazing shape. That is all at thedolcediet.com. for you guys. Make sure you listen to our podcast, The Mike Dolce Show. We have a new episode coming tomorrow. And follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, all at The Dolce Diet. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, boom.